guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Asshole featuring Skylar Grey.
So I think you told me about this in another video, maybe, but I don't think I know it.
Yeah,
No, like I know a lot of his Skylar Grey songs, or at least I think I do, but I don't think I know this
yeah, interesting. I don't
one.
really, I don't play it that much, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't know it.
Okay,
Yeah, so we'll check it out. We'll break it down.
yeah, all right. And this video is sponsored again by Chomps. Oh yeah, you can see it. Perfect. And today we are having the Italian style beef stick, which literally tastes like, I don't know, like an Italian meatball. Like it is like really seasoned and it tastes really, really good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know about them, Chomps is a beef jerky brand. They're all grass fed. A lot of them are beef, some are turkey, some are different types of meat. So there's always a big variety. They have like salt and pepper venison, they have turkey, they have pepperoni flavored turkey, and obviously this Italian one, which is amazing. They're super soft and super moist. It's not like biting into like those icky, hard beef jerkies. Like this is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like I plan to eat these like every day because I'm keto carnivore, so all I really eat is meat and butter and like dairy. And he even likes them and he's very picky. So he gets the approval from James and you can get 10% off all orders and an additional 10% off subscriptions if you use our promo code. That's with Smith. I'm throwing it right down here. And there's a link in the description you can click if you're interested in purchasing some.
Yes.
And also, you can still use our SeatGeek promo code. It's the same as with Smith, and that'll get you $20 off your very first order. If you're looking to go to a concert or anything, probably would have been good for Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah, I don't know if SeatGeek had Super Bowl tickets. It would have been interesting though.
Yeah. So we're obviously recording this on the Super Bowl. It's going to post after that, but I am rooting for the Eagles because I like the color.
Nice.
Yeah, I know nothing about football. So, emerald green seems nice. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on all socials. Sorry, I get the hiccups sometimes. Our handle is right here.
Yes.
And okay, now that that is all complete.
Okay, here we go. Asshole.
Came to the world at a time when it was in need of a villain, an asshole. That role think I succeeded fulfilling, but don't think I ever stopped to think that I was speaking to children. Everything was happening so fast, it was like I blinked. So 3 million, then it all went blank. All I remember is feeling ridiculous, cause I was getting sick of this feeling like I'm always under attack. Man, I could've stacked my shit list to the ceiling. Women dishing, but really thinking if anyone ever talks to one of my little girls like this, I would kill him. Guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when I'm ripping shit. But since when did this many people ever give a shit? What I had to say is just my opinion. If it contradicts how I'm living, put a dick in your ear. And that's why every time you mention a lyric, I thank you for it, but drawing more attention toward it, cause it gave me an enormous platform. I'm flattered you thought I was that important, but you can't ignore the fact that I fought for the respect and battle for it. Mad awards, act glad annoyed. Attaboy, they told me to slow down, I just zone out. Good luck trying to convince a blonde. It's like telling Gwen Stefani she sold out, cause I was trying to leave no doubt in anyone's mind one day I'd go down. In history think they know now because everybody knows
that you're just an asshole. Everywhere that you go, people wanna call. Everyone knows, everybody knows. So don't pretend to be nice. There's no place you can hide. You are just an asshole. Everyone knows, everyone knows.
Thanks for the support, asshole. Thanks for the support, asshole. Quit acting.
So I didn't recognize any of it in the beginning, but then I definitely heard you play this because I recognized the chorus, but I also never knew she was saying asshole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
What'd you think she was
I have
saying?
no
Oh,
idea.
you don't know? Yeah.
No.
That's funny. So we talked about this. I don't remember when. I don't remember if it was on the video. I don't remember if it was a while ago, but I told you with this song in particular, the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this chorus. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Funny.
so at first I was like, I don't know if I like this or not, but like it's either it's grown on me or what. Like I like really, really like it. Like I think it's actually really good.
Yeah, I think it's funny because like she's singing so nicely, so pretty, and then she's just saying like everyone knows you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny.
yeah, so it's interesting. There's no little like interlude or intro. As soon as the song starts, the beat starts, Eminem starts rapping like right
Mm,
away, which is interesting. The video, there's a bunch of lyrics that are fucked up on the screen. So I
it
do
sucks.
I do have the lyrics open on my phone, so hopefully I catch all the mistakes. So Eminem starts off saying came to the world at a time when it was in need of a villain, an asshole, that role, think I succeeded fulfilling, but don't think I ever stopped to think I was speaking to children. So, 99, I guess, when the world became, aware of him,
Hmm.
he came in talking crazy shit, you know, and
Yeah.
he's like somewhat self-reflective, like, I meant
Yeah,
this.
calling himself an asshole and saying, referring to himself as a villain.
Yeah, and like that he was speaking to children too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I mean, so there is a theme that we heard like back in his previous albums, like it's your job as the parents, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's your job as the parents to decide what kids are listening to, you should be watching them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not my fault, if your children are exposed to what I'm saying, like this is meant for adults, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny because I was a children introduced to him,
Me
I
too.
believe. In 99, I was 7.
Yeah, I was young too, so I was listening.
I don't
S-
think I listened when in 99, but like around there.
Yeah.
Sometime in elementary school.
Yeah, so then he continues. He says, everything was happening so fast. It was like I blinked, sold 3 million, then it all went blank. And all I remember is feeling ridiculous because I was getting sick of this feeling, like I am always under attack, man. So this is self-explanatory. He
Yeah,
sold 3 million, and that's it. He just remembers being famous, getting put under attack all the fucking time. And like he mentioned in the previous line, he wasn't considering his effect on, children or anything like that.
yeah.
Continues, I could have stacked my shit list to the ceiling. Women dishing, so dish in, you know what I mean? Not dish him. The lyrics are wrong there.
Dishing.
Like dishing on women, like shitting
Oh,
on them, you know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Women dishing, but really thinking if anyone ever talks to one of my little girls like this, I would kill him. Guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when I'm ripping shit. So he's said this in previous songs too.
Yeah, because
He's
like he talks ill about women, but then he has like 3 daughters.
Yeah, and like he's saying, if anybody were to talk about them that way, he'd kill them. So, and then he
Mm,
even says, I guess I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when I'm ripping shit. But I think he's been relatively consistent. Like he's always like, this is art, this is music, you know what I mean? This isn't real life.
yeah.
Then he says, but since when did this many people ever give a shit? But I had to say it's just my opinion. Let me see if that's right. But since when did this many people ever give a shit? What I had to say. So when do people care what I had to say? It's just my opinion. If it contradicts how I'm living, put a dick in your rear end. And guess what? So yeah, I mean that's self-explanatory. Put a dick in your rear end. That's why every time you mentioned a lyric, I thanked you for it, for drawing more attention towards it. So, that we've again, it's another common theme. People get mad and they get angry and they're like, listen what he's saying here. And
Yeah,
then it's the kind of like the Barbara Streisand effect. You know what I mean? People want to see what all the controversy is about, so it just gets more attention and makes him more money and more popular.
exactly.
Then he says, yes, more attention towards it because it gave me an enormous platform. I'm flattered you thought I was that important. So again, he's like, wow, you literally made me who I am by trying to shit on me. Um, but you can't ignore the fact that, okay, hold on. I'm getting confused here, but you can't, yeah, okay. You can't ignore the fact that I fought for the respect and battled for it. Mad awards, had glad annoyed. Attaboy, they told me to slow down. I just zoned out.
What's glad again?
The gay
Oh,
lesbian,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
so the gay lesbian organization, so like
Mhm.
the official one, they're the ones like back in the day, like they were protesting when he was at the Grammys and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and again, self-explanatory. He he says the same thing all the time. He just wanted respect and he
Mhm.
fought for it. And as a result, he ended up getting a bunch of awards and pissed off Glad. So he's being an asshole, but was rewarded for his stuff. And then he says, they told me to slow down. I just zone out. Good luck trying to convince a blonde. That's like telling Gwen Stefani that she sold out because I was trying to leave no doubt. So,
Ah, there you go.
yeah, it's a sick bar. So, yes, so he does the play on, obviously, his old blonde hair.
Yeah, you can't convince us of anything.
So I believe for this album, so after he got clean, his hair wasn't blonde anymore. You know what I mean?
Like,
Maybe,
but it's funny, like if you look at him, even though his hair is brown now, you can like tell that he was blonde at a time. Like he just looks like someone
yeah.
who has had blonde hair at one point in their life.
I think when he was a kid, he had like light blonde hair.
Hmm.
But so he at the Marshall Mathers LP 2, when this album came out, I believe in some of the music videos, he dyed his hair blonde again for this. You know what I
So
mean? To
funny.
like mirror back
Oh
to that
yeah.
time.
Mhm.
So yeah, the cool bar here is that, good luck trying to convince a blonde. So he's like doing a play on, blonde, you can't convince them, stupid maybe, doing that thing. But then he
Mhm.
says, that's like telling Gwen Stefani that she sold out because I was trying to leave no doubt.
And Gwen
So
Stefani, blah. Gwen Stefani's like super blonde.
yes,
Like
so
her hair is like white.
ties in there. She was a lead singer of the band, no doubt. So it
Yes.
ties in there. But it's also, so Eminem was trying to leave no doubt, meaning no doubt in people's
Yeah,
mind
like
that he's the best. But people thought that Gwen Stefani sold out when she left the band, no doubt, to go on to like a pop career, and like the stuff that she did,
hmm.
with like Sweet Escape with Akon, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then just by herself.
Yeah, it was like very different type of music than no
Yeah.
doubt, you know what I mean? So that's the cool little play he does there. So yeah, he continues the I was trying to leave no doubt in anyone's mind. One day I'd go down in history. They think they know now. Is it they think they know now? In anyone's mind that I was going to go down in history, think they know now because everybody knows. And then it picks up with the chorus. Everybody knows that you're just an asshole. Everywhere that you go, people want to go. I think it's people want to go. People want to go home. Yeah, they don't have that. Everywhere that you go, people want to go home, which is funny. Everyone knows. Everybody knows. So don't pretend to be nice. There's no place you can hide. You are just an asshole. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
It's funny.
And then he does this little sample thing, which is they on here they connected it to the second verse, but it's actually they're referring to it as an interlude here, where he samples from the song "My Name Is," which was
Okay.
on the Slim Shady LP, not the Marshall Mathers LP. But
Yeah.
thanks for the support, asshole. Which is in "My Name Is," where he's like, guy at White Castle asked me for my autograph, and I signed it, "Dear Dave, thanks for the
Okay.
support, asshole." So yeah, we're gonna pick it up there,
Okey-doke.
and we'll check it out.
Thanks for the support, asshole. Thanks for the support, asshole. Quit acting salty. I was counting on you to count me out. Ask Azeroth when he roundabout dissed me to shout me out. Thought I was history. Well, goddamn honky, that compliments like backhanded a donkey. Could wait to get your ass socked in the mouth. Nah, I'm off it. But what the fuck's all this trash talking about? The fight was fixed. I'm back and you can't stop me. You knocked me down. I went down for the count. I fell, but the fans caught me. And now you're gonna have to beat the fucking pants off me to take my belt. Word to Pocky out. Mama said there ain't nothing else to talk about. Better go in that ring and knock him out, or you better not come out. It's poetry in motion, like Freddie Roach when he's quoting Shakespeare. So what if insults are revolting? Even Helen Keller knows life stinks. You think it's a joke to your bullet riddle, but you should give little shit what I think. This whole world is a mess. Gotta have a goddamn vest on your chest and a Glock just to go watch Batman. Who needs to test the testicles? Not that man. Half you don't got the guards intestinal blockage. Rest of you got lap bands. Stuck to this model before they put bath salts in all those water bottles in Colorado. So get lost, although my soul's escaping through this asshole that is gaping. A black hole and I'm swallowing this track hole with a packed toe and paper. But I'm taking no crap hole. Here I go down the back pole and I'm changing back from that old maniac. In fact, that it go. Trying to dip out the back door retreating cause everybody knows
that you're just an asshole. Everywhere that you go, people wanna go home. Everyone knows, everybody knows. So don't pretend to be nice. There's no place you can hide. You are just an asshole. Everyone knows, everyone
holy man.
So again, there's so many like random little words that are wrong on here, but
So just
like
read it from
I'm
the
I'm
Genius.
going to. It's just that there's like It's weird. Some of them are like
Yeah,
major things, but some of them are like of and the are flipped. You know what I mean? So when I
that's
try to read it, it
weird.
throws me off. So okay, yeah, we'll go from here. So yeah, he did the thanks for the support, asshole. And then he starts the second verse saying, quit acting salty. I was counting on you to count me out. Ask Asher Roth when he roundabout dissed me to shout me out.
What happened to him?
What do you mean?
Asher Roth.
Like like where is he, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never listened to him.
Uh,
I don't even
I forgot what song even was, I don't even
he
remember.
had his big hit was I Love College.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know the song that well. I can tell you if he's
I
good.
was in college at the time.
I couldn't tell you if
What
he,
year was this?
this album came out in 2013.
I was, well, the song I Love College came out a little before this. I think it was 2010 when I was in
Well,
college.
yeah, because yeah, obviously it was out before I'm gonna release the album, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I couldn't tell you if his music is good or bad, honestly. I don't know much about him.
So
Like,
that's just a fun song,
yeah.
but I don't
I've
like
heard that
really.
song. I don't remember. You know what I mean? I don't know it that well. So he says, because he carries out this little scheme here where he says, I was counting on you to count me out. Ask Asher Roth when he roundabout dissed me to shout me out. Thought I was history. Well, goddamn honky. That compliments like backhanding a donkey. Good way to get your ass socked in the mouth. Nah, I'm off him. So this was a weird thing that happened. Asher Roth, it's not clear that he actually dissed Eminem. He like said something. So obviously Asher Roth, a white rapper. So
Yeah.
he always got the the parallels drawn between him and oh Eminem, you like Eminem, you love Eminem, you're the new Eminem, like that whole thing. He actually did a song, As I Am, something like that, like a play on it, and he addresses the fact that he was always, compared to him, and he addresses that he listened to Eminem growing up and he really likes him. So he made some reference like, "Oh, I listened to him growing up," which Eminem took it as,
He
"Oh,
doesn't listen to him anymore.
well, yeah, that he's like a has been. He was hot. He's
Um,
not really in it. You know what I mean? He's not really relevant anymore."
okay.
It's not clear that Asher Roth meant it that way, but whatever. That's what happened. So that's why he even says he roundabout dissed me to shout me out because it's not a clear diss, right? So then he does the thought I was history, but goddamn honky that compliments like backhanding a donkey. Good way to get your ass socked in the mouth. So I love that fucking what he
Mm.
does there. So yeah, he calls it a backhanded compliment, right? But he's saying it's like backhanding a donkey. Good way to get your ass socked in the mouth.
So like if you hit a donkey is an ass, and then like you hit them, you're probably gonna end up hitting them in the mouth
Yeah.
because like that's like their whole whole thing's right there.
Yeah, so the backhanding a donkey and ass socked in the mouth, same thing, just flipped.
Hmm.
And then he says, I'm off him, not lay off him.
So
Just,
he doesn't care
nah, I'm
anymore.
off him. Yeah, like that's all he's going to talk about him. Then he says, but what the fuck's all this trash talking about? The fight was fixed. I'm back and you can't stop me. Self-explanatory. You knocked me down. I went down for the count. I fell, but the fans caught me.
Yeah, these lyrics are so bad.
I know. It's like really wrong. Um, you knocked me down. I went down for the count. I fell, but the fans caught me. And now you're going to have to beat the fucking pants off me to take my belt. Word to Pacquiao. So, again, this is Eminem acknowledging, which I hate that he does this, but that like relapse wasn't that good. And like, do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, that's what he's alluding to when he says, I went down for the count, I fell, but the fans caught me. So, like, he's saying, like, Relapse wasn't that great, but the fans supported it. Relapse won a Grammy, you know what I mean? But he always says that he feels it's not his best work, but the fans still supported him and he's still around as a result of it, right? And then he continues with that scheme though, and he says, you're gonna have to beat the fucking pants off me to take my belt, word to Pacquiao. So you know Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah.
So he's a boxer. So
Hmm.
obviously pants, belt,
Yeah,
but
like the belt you win in like boxing.
so yeah, so it's the literally a regular belt that holds your pants,
Yeah, but then
but
also like the belt.
exactly. And
Why
then
is it a belt?
what do you
Why
mean?
not like a trophy?
I don't know. I don't know why they just how that got decided. I guess yeah, I guess you wear it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like, have you ever seen anyone wearing it?
I mean, in the ring or when they
Well,
do press
okay.
conferences, you know.
But it's really only plates.
Yeah. So then he continues with that Pacquiao. He says, word to Pacquiao, right? And then he says, Mama said there ain't nothing else to talk about. Better go in that ring and knock him out, or you better not come out. So the way he says knock him out, not come out,
Yeah, it
it's
sounds
like
like the
a yeah,
same.
it's almost like
Yeah.
a homophone. And then he says it's poetry in motion, like Freddie Roach when he's quoting Shakespeare.
I don't know him.
So Freddie Roach is Manny Pacquiao's one of Manny Pacquiao's trainers, and he has Parkinson's.
Oh.
So he says it's poetry in motion, like Freddie Roach quoting Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So obviously this is self-explanatory. Shakespeare's poetry, and it's in motion because
He has
Freddie Roach is
Parkinson's.
shaking. Yes, so he's taking a little shot at him. Oh, that was on all the way on the next one.
Yeah.
And then a kind of little tip of the hat when he said, "You better." Mama said, "You better knock him out." That's a LL Cool J. Mama said, "Knock you out." That's like an old school LL Cool J
Yeah,
song.
I don't think I know that.
Yeah, it was big back in the day. So then he says, "So what if insults are revolting? Even Helen Keller knows life stinks." So do you see the little thing he does just with that Helen Keller line? So he does, even Helen Keller knows life stinks.
Oh, like your
Knows,
nose.
yeah.
And then it's also because like she can't see or hear. So it's like one of her only other senses.
Yeah, it's fucking a really. It sounds like when I first time I heard this, I just thought he's like, oh yeah, her life sucks because she can't see or hear. But yeah, that the other sense thing is awesome. Then he says, even Helen Keller knows life stinks. You think it's a joke till you're bullet riddled, but you should give little shit what I think. The whole world is a mess. Gotta have a goddamn vest on your chest and a Glock just to go watch Batman. So that's the Aurora.
Oh, the orange-haired
Yeah,
guy.
the Aurora shooting.
Yeah,
He shot up the movie theater at the Batman movie.
crazy.
Yeah. Then he says, who needs to test testicles? Not that man. Half of you don't got the guts, intestinal blockage. Rest of you got lap bands. Okay, so that little scheme is sick too. So he does who needs to test the testicles, so test his balls, right?
Yeah.
And then half of you don't got the guts. So literally just meaning like the bravery.
There's also another organ,
Yes. And then he says intestinal blockage. Rest of
which is gross.
yes. And then rest of you got lap bands.
Which is the band they put around your stomach to prevent people who are overweight from eating too much.
So
And I can tell you, I do not have one of those. I
no.
eat everything.
It literally makes you not hungry. Like it tricks your stomach.
It makes you not only not hungry, but it will prevent you from eating too much. If you eat too much, you will vomit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I know like two people with lap
It
bands.
makes your stomach think that it's full, so it makes you
Yes.
not hungry. So what Eminem's doing here, this little scheme, is that you don't have the guts, you don't have the bravery, right? But you're also not hungry. You have lap bands. You don't have the
And,
desire. You know what I mean? Like
okay.
that I do. And then yeah, obviously the intestinal, it's all internal organ scheme there. Then he continues, stuck to this motto, for they put bath salts and all those water bottles in Colorado. So get lost, Waldo. So I actually don't know the bath salts in Colorado.
So I just know of like the bath salts that was going on everywhere. This might have been like a news story that was going on around the time. I just don't remember it.
So I have
Maybe it was the emergence of bath salts. Like all of a sudden, like everyone was just doing bath
the,
salts and like people were nuts and
but
eating other people's
but I'm
faces and
saying
shit.
in the water bottles in Colorado. I don't know. I don't know that exact reference. There's nothing here about that.
Maybe that's how someone was selling it. Like, hey,
Maybe.
bath salts, and then they're just like, you just drink it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Put
either.
it in your
Let us
bathtub.
know if you know the bath salts and the water bottle. So I should point out the lyrics do say here and there. It says before they put bath salts, and then it says and all those water bottles in Colorado. I thought it was in all those water bottles in Colorado. So those are actually two different thoughts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know not, I mean, the only water issue that I even remember or even know about off the top of my head is like Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
It's the only water issue I remember.
Is Poland Spring, did that come from Colorado?
Maine.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know.
And also, like, every state has their own, like, water bottle brand that they have.
Yeah.
Like, in Florida, they always have, like, Zephyr Hills. Like, I don't think they have Poland Spring.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know if you guys know the exact reference. Then he says, "So get lost, Waldo," which is very funny. Waldo, you usually find him.
Yeah.
My soul's escaping through this asshole that is gaping, a black hole, and I'm swallowing this track whole. Better, better pack the toilet paper, but I'm taking no crap, ho. So
The what? Whoever made this lyric video with a pack torn of paper.
I know it's so bad. So he does a play on the "Lose Yourself," the song by him. My soul's escaping through
Uh,
this soul's escaped and through this hole that is through this hole that is
Gaping.
gaping, right?
This world is mine for the
Yeah,
taking.
so he's saying my soul's escaping through this asshole that is gaping, and then he says a black hole, so that's a play on, asshole.
Yeah.
And then he continues with this ass scheme. Better pack toilet paper, but I'm taking no crap, ho.
Another toilet scheme.
Yes. But I'm taking no crap, ho. So toilet paper ass. Here I go down the bat pole. So like,
Back pole.
I know, so
Sounds
bad.
like a stripper thing.
Yeah. So here I go down the bat pole. So like Batman. So that ties in back to the shooting at the Batman movie earlier.
Oh, yes.
Batman again. Then he says, and I'm changing back into that old maniac. In fact, there they go trying to dip out the back door, retreating because everybody knows.
So this is literally, he's literally saying like how he's turning into the shooter
It
guy.
kind of sounds like
He
it.
says that
Well,
that maniac, there they go, trying to leave the back door. Like everyone tried to leave the movie
it
theater.
kind of sounds like that because so if he's going down the bat pole, he is Batman, right?
Or he's Joker.
But then he's saying he's back like that maniac, so like who he used to be. But yeah, I do kind of interpret it as he's
Yeah.
equating
Like
himself
he's
to the shooter.
after them now.
Yeah. All right. And then
The chorus.
did we hear the chorus
Yeah.
the second time?
You stopped it
Right.
like, wait, what happened after the
No, you're
chorus?
right. We
Yeah,
left it
then
up
we
here.
stopped right here.
All right, we're gonna play the rest of the song out and we'll break it down. Go.
Holy mackerel, I'm the biggest jerk on the planet Earth. I smacked the girl off the mechanical bull that attracted bull for thinking we had some magnetic pull. Then screamed, ICP in this bitch. How do fucking magnets work? Cause you're attracted, but we ain't attractable. Hate to be dramatical, but I'm not romantical. I'm making up words for an understandable. It's tragical. Thinking some magical shit's gonna happen. That ain't practical. You cracking a joke? It's laughable. Cause me and love's like a bad combination. I keep them feelings locked in a vault. So it's safe to say I'm uncrackable. My heart is truly guarded, full body armor. Bitch, you just need a helmet. 'Cause if you think you're special, you're retarded. Thinking you're one of a kind, like you got some platinum vagina, you're a train wreck. I got a one-track mind, shorty, you're fine, but you sorta remind me of a 49er. Cause you been a gold digger since you was a minor. Been trying to hunt me down like a dog, cause you're on my ass, but you can't get a scent. Cause all of my spare time spent on my nose in this binder, so don't bother trying. Only women that I love are my daughters, but sometimes I rhyme, and it sounds like I forget I'm a father, and I push it farther. So father, forgive me if I forget to draw the line. It's apparent I shouldn't have been a parent, I'll never grow up. So to hell with your parents and motherfucker father time, it ain't never gonna stop. A pessimist who transforms to an optimist in his prime. So even if I'm half dead, I'm half alive. Pour my half-empty glass in a cup, now my cup is runneth over, and I'm about to set it on you like a motherfucking coaster. I'm going back to what got me here. Yeah, cocky and can't not being rude off. So fear not, my dear, and drive your teardrops. I'm here. White America's mirror, so don't feel awkward or weird if you stare at me and see yourself. Cause your one too shouldn't be a shock because everybody knows.
Yeah.
No chorus,
Just
right?
ends like abruptly.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually like the way they do that. So again, these lyrics are a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that was, yeah, it seemed weird.
It makes these videos so much longer. I have to read from here. So, okay. He comes in, third verse. He says, Holy mackerel, I'm the biggest jerk on the planet Earth. I smacked a girl off the mechanical bull at a tractor pull for thinking we had some magnetic pull. So self-explanatory.
Yeah.
He's beating this girl. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Then he says, then screamed, ICP in this bitch. How do fucking magnets work?
Insane clown posse?
Yes, so it's weird. At this point, when this album came out, he like kind of patched up shit with them, like
Oh,
they deaded their beef, right? But he's either poking fun at them or just straight up dissing them. So there's a few things you got to know.
yeah.
So first off, I will point out when he says, so he talks about knocking this girl off the mechanical bull, right? And then he says, then I scream, I see pee in this bitch. So it sounds like he's saying, I see penis. I see pee in this bitch.
Or like pee, like maybe she peed on it.
So where are we? Listen real quick. It sounds like I see penis, bitch.
For thinking we had some magnetic pull, then scream, I see penis, bitch! How the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I see pee in this bitch. So I
Yeah.
don't know if he's saying that she's like a tranny or something. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
He
not.
says he's seeing a penis,
Yes. Okay. So,
but
and then he says, how do magnets work? Which is obviously a tie-in to for thinking we had some magnetic pull, right? But the Insane Clown Posse have a song, actually, I believe I could show you this picture here on the thing, where there's a line from their song Miracles where they say, fucking magnets, how do they work? So that's what he's making fun of. That's literally a line from one of their songs. So the song's called Miracles, and they're just like equating to all these things and like how so many things in life are beautiful and like it's a miracle. So they say, how do magnets work? So Eminem's
it
making.
reminds me of like that video where that girl, she's like saying all these random things and she's like, "What come after 6?"
That's funny. So then he does how do magnets work? Because you're attractive, but we ain't attractable. So again, the
Like we
attractive,
don't attract to one another.
yes, but he's continuing the attractive with the magnets thing, right? But we ain't attractable. Hate to be dramatical, but I'm not romantical. I'm making up words so you can understandable. It's tragical. Thinking some magical shit's gonna happen. That ain't practical. So the magical line ties back into the Insane Clown Posse miracle song, kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
And then he says, "You cracking a joke? It's laughable, cause me and love's like a bad combination. I keep them feelings locked in a vault, so it's safe to say I'm uncrackable." Okay, so
So even
bad.
if it is about Insane Clown Posse, he didn't diss them.
Yeah, he's kind of just making fun of their lines.
Or like just tying it in with what he's saying.
Yeah, and then this part he does the me and love's a bad combination, right? And then he says, "I keep them feelings locked in a vault." So combination vault. So
It's a
it's safe and then safe to say that I'm uncrackable. So four fucking little safe
safe
references. Yeah,
theme.
right there. Then he says, my heart is truly guarded, full body armor. Bitch, you just need a helmet because if you think you're special, you're retarded. So that's a very funny line. So he's saying, obviously special in the sense like, oh, you're a special person to me, but then
Yeah, but then also it's like
special like
mental
retarded.
disorder.
Yeah, so then that's why he's saying you need a helmet, obviously.
Learning disabled.
Yeah.
I forgot. Mentally disabled. I'm an idiot.
That's funny. So then he says, think so if you think you're special, you're retarded, thinking you got one of a kind, like you got some platinum vagina. You're a train wreck. I got a one-track mind. So train, one track, like a track on a train.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then he says, Shorty, you're fine, but you sort of remind me of a 49er because you've been a gold digger since you was a minor.
I don't get
I
it.
love this fucking line. Okay, so you know you're familiar with the football team, the 49ers, right?
Uh-huh.
So they're from San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
So the California Gold Rush was in 1849,
Yeah.
right? And so they would mine for gold. So
Yeah.
that's where they get their name from, right? So he
Uh-huh.
says, "You're fine, but you remind me of a 49er because you've been a gold digger since you was a miner."
Oh, I didn't know that's what a 49er meant.
Yes. So
I was just like, I don't know what that means.
so he
Mhm.
he's doing gold digging and minor, right? 'Cause that's the same thing, but then minor, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like a young
Since you were
person.
young, yeah. So that's a awesome fucking scheme he does there. And then he says, been trying to hunt me down like a dog, 'cause you're on my ass, but you can't get a scent. Okay, so I think this is a triple entendre. Just that one line I read.
Which one?
Um,
Like, where does it start?
So, trying to hunt me down like a dog because you're on my ass, but you can't get a scent. The actual can't get a scent, I think, has three meanings. I think.
So, if you're hunting me down like a dog, you're on my ass, can't get a scent to like smell
Hmm.
of the dog.
Hmm.
Well, smell like a dog, like smelling like you, but then also like on your ass, like smelling like your butt, right?
Yeah,
And then like maybe money, like
yeah,
you're hunting him down because you're like, I'm broke, like help me out.
yes. And then like a scent.
Oh, like you can't get up.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds weird.
You know
You
what I
can't
mean?
you
Yeah.
can't become famous.
Yeah, you'll be on the rise. You will ascend, you know what I mean? Because he's rich, all that, so you'll get, you know, a better station in life, you know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
do think that that's a triple entendre there. And then he says, blah, 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 you can't get a cent. Let's see, where are we? Because all of my spare time is spent. So
So
sent,
since
spent. Yes. All of my spare time is spent on my nose in this binder.
so that goes back to the smelling scent.
Nose. So don't bother trying. Only woman that I love are my daughters, but sometimes I rhyme and it sounds like I forget I'm a father. I'm a father, and I push it farther. So, Father, forgive me if I forget to draw the line.
So it sounds like he said father 3 times.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yes. Then he says, it's apparent I shouldn't have been a parent. So he does the
That's a good
same
one.
same thing with father and father. Um, I'll never grow up, so to hell with your parents. So I guess the implication is that a lot of kids' parents didn't like Eminem because their kids were listening to him and he
Yeah.
was saying some shit. But Eminem's like, fuck your parents, I'm not growing up. I'm always gonna be like this. And then he says, and motherfuck father time. So parents, father. Um, it ain't never gonna stop. A pessimist who transformed to an optimist in his prime.
Like Optimus Prime.
Yes. So but like the face value thing is like he is a typical negative person, right? And he
Mhm.
was, and then I take this as he got sober. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And then became more of a optimist.
Yeah,
Then
for
obviously,
sure.
like you pointed out, Optimus Prime, who is a transformer, if you guys aren't familiar, I'm sure you are. Then he says, so even if I'm half dead, I'm half alive. So again, that's looking at it the bright side. So you're half dead, but you're half alive. That's the optimist. Poured my half empty glass in a cup. Now my cup runneth over. So this is another like I again we're trying to figure this out. Colloquialism, common phrase, idiom, whatever it
Idiom.
is. So he's combining them again. So with the optimist pessimist thing, it's is the cup half full or half empty, right?
Yeah,
So he says he poured his half empty glass into a cup. Now my cup runneth over. So, I mean, I guess the cup was smaller than the glass.
I guess so. So now he took what he was originally given, which he would have called like a bad hand, and he transformed his hand into a good one.
Yeah, because he took it from the glass to the cup. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Which is funny. And then he says, now my cup runneth over. So that's another expression, just that,
Religious.
yeah, that you bountiful, full of whatever,
You have
life,
everything that
money.
you need
Exactly. Then he
and
says,
more.
yes. And I'm about to set it on you like a motherfucking coaster. So
Oh, his cup.
cup, glass,
Okay.
yeah, and then actual coaster. Um, I'm going back to what got me here. Yeah, cocky and can't knock being rude off. So fear not, my dear. Do
Okay.
you get it or no?
No, because I can't see it. So like I'm not. Can I
So
see your phone?
yes, yeah, cocky and can't knock
Oh,
being
like
rude.
Rudolph
Yes,
and a deer.
yes. So he's saying he's going back to what got him here, being cocky, and also you can't knock being rude off. So like abbreviating often. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
rude off. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like oft, often. Being rude off and fear not, my dear. So, yes, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Yeah.
since it sounds like he's saying the word Rudolph.
Hmm.
Then he says, and dry up your teardrops, I'm here, white America's mirror. So don't feel awkward or weird if you stare at me and see yourself because you're one too. Shouldn't be a shock because everybody knows. Yes. So that last little section there, he's saying that he is a reflection of white America.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm an asshole, but so are you guys.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Okay.
Yeah. So, song's really, really, really good. You've played it a few times for me, I think, and I really just remember the chorus. I never really listened to the verses as usual.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a first time hearing. It's interesting how he gets progressively more complex with his rhyme scheme as it goes by the verse. Like the first verse, we spent maybe like a minute
Yeah.
trying to figure out what it said, and then the second one a little longer, third one like definitely longer than the second one, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah.
I love Skylar Gray's voice.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean he raps really fast in this too, so he's like has a lot of content, slammed into his verses. It's good. I love the song. Yeah, it's cool. I like a bunch of the references.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And now I can eat this. Use our promo code as with Smith for 10% off all orders. And then you use the same promo code for SeatGeek. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.